Well, my dear students, hope that you are all fine and you are just tuned to the courses the things which I upload actually on YouTube. You must be reading them there. And I gave you some assignments, but so far I haven't received any file from your side there. And I think if you fail to meet the deadlines, you will suffer. Because I believe in hard work and I expect hard work from others as well. So we are moving now to Unit 8 and Session 2, and that is actually literature and science. The benefits. Okay. So in the previous sessions, you just saw, in fact, that we have talked about literature. All right. And I gave you even some assignments on literature as well. And I expect that you will try to be meeting actually the deadlines to submit me actually the assignment. So activity number 1, and that is called reading questions. These are the questions which warm you up and which primarily aim to know something, and that actually ask yourself in order to know that in fact what do you know and what can you see about them there, right? So I'm going to ask you the first question, and the first question that is there: which electronic appliances are there in your home? So I think at your fingertips you can enumerate and you can come up with so many there. What other items in your home are the result of scientific research? All right. And looking outside your home, what else can you see? Which is the result of scientific research? So I think if you just systematically look at these questions, you can come up with so many things and you can do the best. So what do you think about the invention of lethal weapons? Lethal weapons. Lethal weapon means dangerous weapons, right? The weapons which can create destructions around there. And little weapons of surveillance. All right. Now surveillance. What is surveillance? Surveillance means spying, espionage. When you are looking and observing things through different gadgets and tools, that's called surveillance. And of cloning research. Cloning that is actually a new research. You must have heard about this term, little weapons of surveillance and cloning. Cloning is actually a scientific process through which new copies are made there. All right. So cloning is basically, what do you think about this thing? There. Cloning, lethal weapons, and you must look at these were there. These are all the result of scientific research there. All right. Which area of activity makes our lives safer? All right. Safer and happier. Science or literature? What do you think? What makes us happier more, science or literature? So what field do you think more important and more thing than literature or science? So what do you think, science is better or literature? Your personal opinion is that, and I want to know actually that as previously you have been given some advantages of literature or not, but the assignment I have still not received. Now we have moved to activity 2, in fact, reading comprehension. You have to look at this thing, and just to, okay, my dear, as you see here, there are certain questions, and the questions you see there, this is the first questions, reading comprehension. You have to read the paragraph which are to come, and then you have to fix actually these questions over there. Like you have to match these lines actually with the respective paragraphs. All right. See, through the application of scientific knowledge, our lives can be safer, healthier, happier, and more economical. Obviously, science has brought some revolutions in the world. It has revolutionized our life. It has invented a lot of many things. So what do you think this sentence fit with the paragraph over there? New possibility to score more energy resources, diminish energy crises. You have to look at them as well. And new technology has reduced distances and increased connectivity. Reduce means brought shorter. We expect to get answer to so many mysteries. Mystery means secrets, okay? Only by adopting scientific methods of inquiry. All right, vaccines have done wonders, especially to save children. All right, so you have to look at certain vaccine which have been working more effectively in order to revolutionize the health sector there. All right, so here this is the reading text for you people. I'm going to read it quickly because it's not that much difficult, but if there is any difficult word, I'll explain it there. Science has got no importance in any other subject. We can enumerate. Enumerate means we can count. We can count a number of advantages that we can enjoy only because of science. Means that science has given us a lot of advantages, right? We can count them, right? Especially in today's world, especially in today's world. All right. Okay, I am getting a phone here, very important phone. So okay. I'm resuming it again. So obviously. Because of science, it is quite necessary to equip oneself. Equip means to update ourselves, just to give ourselves, and our children with the adequate knowledge of science. So, what does it mean? It means that scientific knowledge is necessary for all of us, for our life, because nowadays you can see that there is corona. And post-corona pandemic, you can see that the world has become paralyzed. There's nothing. The marketing, the crisis has come in the world, and everything, gets paralyzed because of what? Because we do not have any vaccine at the moment. That's why the people and the humans are suffering. So, because of scientific knowledge, because of scientific libraries and laboratories, they are trying to overcome this coronavirus there. All right. So science has really brought us greater help in our life. So nowadays, fewer children die because of curable disease. All right. Because of vaccination programs are there. Therefore, they do not die, which have been introduced by global agencies. The vaccines were developed following intensive means very hard, carefully managed scientific activities. All right, and by educating parents about the importance of preventive means which can saving and protective, all right, actions such as inoculations mean vaccination, immunization. All right, these are the terms which are used, and in simple word we can say that vaccination, when a new baby is born, all right, he is vaccinated with some life-saving vaccines. All right. So therefore, this all is happening because of what? Because of science. And through active scientific research, there have been numerous means several advances in technology that help to make our lives easier. Development of satellites communication has enabled individuals to speak to their loved ones around the world. Science has shrunk the distance between one part of the world. If someone, for example, is there in one part of the world and other person is in another part of the world, so in seconds they can get connected with one another because of what? Because of communication, because of satellites, because of mobile phones, because of television. Just think how much more can be achieved with improved contact between business partner, doctors, engineers, and transport agencies. All right, and with the world's energy demand rising, and yet fossilization, fossil fuel. Fossil means you can say the remains of the olden people, the ancient people. Especially when they remain buried in ground for longer period of time, they become fossil. So fossil fuel supplies slowly dwindling. New approaches in the finding alternative resources of renewable energy. Renewable energy means that which do not end, but rather which is renewed with the passage of time. All right. So this science is help in order to, for example, you can say a great amount of dirt is created. obviously in Pakistan there. So garbage sustainability, garbage plants, they are recycled in fact, and they come into a newer form. So they give you energy and they are replacing you there. Scientists and technologists are finding solution to problems such as what? Rising fuel cost. They are trying to find solution for that, and they are taking measures to reduce the harmful impact that some new resources of energy can have upon the local environment. They are trying to give you something new. All right. So in understanding of science can also be a thing of wonder. When you look the world 50 years back, and if a person did 50 years back, if he comes to this war, he will be surprised and wonderstruck, when he sees such innovations in the world today. It feeds the inquisitive mind, and it can provide answer to the questions that often only small children are unafraid of to ask. Why do birds sing? If I throw a ball in the air when I am running, will fly faster? Why do some metals rust and others do not? Rust means which become rustic with the passage of time. Like for example, rust means when an iron remains in water for some time, so it gets some particles and it becomes, rusty, and it becomes weakling, so therefore we can say that rusting, this is a process. All right. And some of these questions are interesting just for their own sake, but others are really application to modern life. Surely it is good that children should ask such questions, and it is pity for they can answer them. All right. So if we are to become knowledgeable means be able to understand, well-informed citizen, so we will be able to productive, healthy and satisfying life. We should have all an understanding of the benefits of science to society. So with an appreciation of scientific and technological advances, community can lead happier, healthier lives, because there will be more effective use of resources, less wastage, and life is made generally easier and more enjoyable for the population within it. So thank you very much. This is going to be the first part of the lesson, and I'm going to upload the second one as well. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. I'll just come after taking tea. All right, after 5 minutes I'll come back, so don't go anywhere, please. Thank you very much.